Good evening and welcome to episode number 44 of Tetrakey TV. My name's Rob Yates. I'm the CEO and founder of Tetrakey, and I'm here this evening to bring you our everyday, weekday, regular business coaching, business thought and general sort your shit out and get more done ideas. And it's jeepers, the world needs to keep going like it is, because I left for work at 5:30 this morning and it's now 9 o'clock at night, and I guess I'm still working because I'm talking to you wonderful folks. The joys of knowing what your why and your purpose is in life. And Jolene Naidu, welcome to being the first person to join us this evening on our Tetrakey TV. If you're watching this on Instagram, please go and see the full version on our Tetrakey newsfeed. So facebook.com/Tetrakey, go and like the page, come and join us, and you'll get to see everything, because tonight we're looking at who exactly are you selling to and what are you doing about it. Probably one of the most important questions in business, really. I mean, who are your customers and how are you going about getting them and getting more of them and keeping them? And that's what I want to look at tonight. Without customers, there's no cash. Without cash, there's no business. And without business, we all just cry and have to go and get a proper job. But nevertheless, even if you have to get a proper job, maybe you've got a corporate career, you've got a proper job of some sort, you are surrounded by people 360 degrees around you who are your customers. So understanding who and how they are and thinking about what it is you're doing to keep those maybe internal business customers on board and aligned with who and how you are is of vital importance as well. So no matter who you are, you sell. Everybody sells. You have customers. Everybody has customers. Everybody talks about customer centricity, but nobody does anything about it because they don't understand it. So tonight, who exactly are you selling to and what are you doing? And if you're on Instagram, please double click or give us a heart. If you're on Facebook, give us a like, and importantly, give us a share. And why not chuck us a comment, say hi, ask a question, whatever it is you like from this evening's edition of Tetrakey TV. So, other things I'd like to mention in the comments section or the description of this episode of Tetrakey TV. You will find the link to go and download our book. Download this book and you probably will get a chance to download our next one before the 14th of March. And I'm looking forward to getting some feedback because our new book launched on the 1st of March. And as we promised, it went to all of our current readers first, and everybody else will just have to wait until the 14th. Other thing I want to mention is Get Coached. Applications for Get Coached close next Friday, I think, on the 10th of March anyway. Applications close on the 10th of March for Get Coached. Get Coached is your opportunity to get 3 months of free business coaching and performance coaching or career coaching from Mark Hopkins and myself. You also get to promote your business to our extensive global following on social media, because Get Coached is a fly-on-the-wall film documentary where you get to promote yourself, your business, and the fact that you're taking your self so seriously that you are going to get some coaching this year. So apply for that. So you can either send us an email, info@tetrakey.com, or you can go on our website and apply, tetrakey.com/get coached, fill in the form, press submit. It'll come to us and we will tell you what to do next. And we have got some cool people who've been really expressive with why they should be the person or people to get coached from 3 separate continents at this point in time. So pretty cool, hey? Free business coaching. So read the book, and you'll also find in our news stream the selling success option as well on Facebook, so engage with that. So who are you exactly selling to? Isn't that an interesting question? You see, we often are in danger of trying to sell to everybody and then therefore selling to nobody at exactly the same time. You see, specificity, or being really specific, is one of the most important things that you can get your head wrapped around when it comes to selling. You see, we all like to hear, see and feel and measure different messages. And so if you do a blanket like throw paint at the wall and see what sticks approach to sales, sure, you're going to get sales. But you don't exactly have an exact strategy for who, how, what, where, when, why people are actually purchasing. You can't measure your sales interventions to gain things, more customers. And you know, if you can't measure it, don't do it. So what exactly is going on? So some questions for you this evening around who exactly is it you're selling to. And excuse me, my tripod's falling over this evening. Are the people you sell to, are they micro or macro thinkers? What I mean is, are they into big pictures generally, or are they into little small details? And you can start to work that out for yourself. You see, think about what it is that the people you're selling to do for a job. For instance, are they actuaries or chartered accountants, or do they do a job that deals with detail? If they do, chances are they're a micro thinker. And when we sell to them, what we're going to go and need to do is we're going to need to go and give them all of the details for them to make a decision on, because that's the way they process the world. Or are they more of a macro thinker? Are they the sorts of people, maybe artists, entrepreneurs, anybody who's creative, writers, leaders? Generally are macro people, and you see, macro people want to know the whole picture or the whole story, but they don't want to get bogged down in the detail. They want to know the big picture of things, what problem it is you solve for them, and they will purchase based on that. And as you can see, just from that simple little analogy, you can't have an advert that captures both. You can't do a sales pitch that captures both, because if you try and do that, the micro people will get put off by the big picture and the macro people will get put off with all of the details. So exactly who are your customers? And so when you've worked out micro and macro, what are their pain points? What are their real pain points, and how is it that you are solving those pain points? Almost like taking a medication or something of that nature to say it solved that pain point, that takes the pain away. And here's the thing: the more fundamental and physiological you can find, base physiological you can find in terms of pain points, the more likely people are to buy. So, for instance, if you were in a desert and you sell water, base level problem solved. If you sell food, base level problem solved. If you find a way for people to sleep better, base level problem solved. So the more you can take your product and articulate it to solve a base level pain, the more likely it is people will buy of you. We can also start to think about these people in terms of, you know, male or female. What job do they have? Where are they located? Do they have family? If so, what sort of family? What race? What religion? So on and so forth. What do they do for hobbies? Because the more of those things that you can find and work out, the more specific your sales strategy can be, and therefore the more easily it is to target them. Evening, Michelle. Welcome to Facebook Live this evening. So who is it exactly that we're selling to? Get specific. The more specific you get, the better. It is better to have 10 specific customers that you serve in one way than it is to have 10 random customers who you have to serve in 10 different ways, and therefore will almost never be able to get them what it is they want exactly right, because you're having to multitask in terms of your service delivery. So my advice, 10 customers that you serve in one way because they're all that similar, as opposed to 10 customers at random that you have to serve in 10 separate ways. And so there's some thoughts about who exactly is it that you're serving. And now let's think about what is it that you are doing about it. In my experience and the way I go about business, I believe that all of our sales needs a strategy. It needs a plan. And so how is it that you're going to go about that plan? Well, how about chunking all of your ideal customers, or those people you're selling to, into chunks, into pods? It could be pods by trade, it could be pods by location, it could be pods by sex, whatever it might be, but chunk them into pods. Now, what do those pods do for you? It means, for instance, that if you're going to hit up a real estate agent pod, what you do is you get yourself in the frame of mind to go and talk to real estate agents. And that's all you do. Now, the first 3, 4, 5 real estate conversations might be a bit rocky because you're getting used to it. But once you are used to engaging with real estate agents within their map of the world, what you start to do is you start to develop this smooth slickness around what it is you're doing with those real estate agents. Whereas most people end up with this scattergun approach and they try and do everybody in a location. And that can work, but then you have to go from speaking to a vicar, to a real estate agent, to a nurse, to a doctor, to a dentist. You have to go and speak to a shop owner, and you never really get into the lingo and pattern of any one particular industry. So my suggestion is to pick a trade or a profession and sell to those people and blitz them and hit them hard. If you're not meeting at least 8 individuals in a day, then you are not hitting it hard enough. And ideally, you want to go and find a way of incentivizing them enough to come and meet you in groups, because that's where you're going to get your highest bang for your buck. So come up with your plan. Who is it you're going to meet? Where is it you're going to meet them? When? How? And decide on your KPIs that you're going to benchmark yourself against. Am I going to have a conversion rate of 1 in every 20 people that I meet, I'm going to convert into a paying customer? Does that work for you? Do you need to achieve more than that? If you do, change your KPI and get sharper with it. Learn from every time somebody says no. And if you want to get through more people in a day, more than 8, practice the art of getting somebody to say no to you as quickly as humanly possible. For what highest positive purpose would you do that? Because of course you really want people to say yes, but actually, if somebody says no to me, then I know I just put them down and leave them. I still respect them. I don't waste their time. I don't pursue them anymore. I just take no for no. The very, very worst answer you can get is a maybe, or a I want to think about it, or please can you come back to me in 3 weeks' time, or a can you write me a proposal? And by the way, if you want me to write you a proposal, the customer pays for the proposal. Therefore, they take it seriously. And so what are you doing about it? How are you hitting up your 8 people in a day? If you can't hit up 8 people in a day, just consider the rule of 15 people in a week. How are you going to go and do that? Bearing in mind, if you think you've got a conversion ratio of 1 in 20, you will not secure a customer this next week because you're into your 15 and you've still got 5 more. And depending upon what industry you're in and what you're selling and how expensive it is, a 1 in 20 sale may be really realistic. If you're selling a lower end product like Coca-Cola, then you may well be able to do 16 out of 20. But not many of us sell Coca-Cola. We'd be watching a different Facebook TV channel if we were. So there we are. So what are you doing about it? Whatever you do, I implore you, do not rely on a single strategy. Do not rely on one network marketing group. Do not rely on a website. The build it and they will come methodology is died a death. Do not rely just on emails. Do not rely just on Facebook. Do not rely just on Instagram. Do not rely just on referrals. You have to have a plan that scatters and is specific across every single medium, and then execute on it. And so there we go. There's some thoughts around who exactly are you selling to and what are you doing about it. If you want any more help or advice, drop me an email, info@tetrakey.com, and let's have a Skype, let's have a FaceTime. I'll give you some of my time, give you a hand. Don't want any money for it, just want to do it because I want to see you succeed. On that note, of course, please go and register yourself for Get Coached. Either email us info@tetrakey.com or go on our website tetrakey.com/get coached, and you need to type in the /get coached because you won't get to the form otherwise. Tell us why you are the person who should get coached, what it is that you want to get out of it, how it is you will benefit from it. Tell us everything. The more you tell us, the more we love it. So there we are. That's it for this evening's Facebook Live on our 44th episode of Tetrakey TV. Please click like, please click share, please heart it if you're on Instagram, give us a thumbs up on Facebook, and have a wonderful weekend if it's not the weekend yet for you. And if you're in Australia, enjoy your Saturday morning because you're just about to have breakfast. I'm off. I've got the rest of our business coach training course to deliver this weekend. I've been in there 12 hours today, and we've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday to do. And yeah, that's going to be an action-packed, fun weekend. We're looking at submodalities of business development and submodalities of business change tomorrow as our header for the morning, and then ploughing into 2018 marketing. What is the marketing world going to look like in 2018, and how do you engage with it as a small to medium-sized business owner in a way that is measurable? Not many people in the world are doing this at this point in time, so it's a particular passion of mine, so I look forward to playing with that. So yeah, that's my weekend. You have an awesome weekend, and on Monday evening, Mark will be up in Johannesburg with me, and you get 2 for the price of 1 on Monday evening. So stay awesome, have a great weekend, and get some creative thinking done and get some selling done, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great one.